chemicals is absolutely weighing down our immune systems. The same team based right here in America that brought you the Alexa Pure groundbreaking water filtration systems have now developed Alexa Pure Breeze. Whether it's your home or office, you owe it to yourself, your coworkers, your family, your children to do the best job you can to purify your air. One of these systems can keep 800 square feet incredibly clean. This is a system I'm personally putting in throughout my house, replacing older, more expensive filters that didn't do as good a job. The Alexa Pure Breeze would be a steal at $300, $400, $500. It's normally $220+. But right now, for limited time, it's less than $200 at InfoWarsStore.com. And the small profit we make goes to fund our reporters. This is a 360 win. Find out why this system is so revolutionary today at InfoWarsStore.com.
4G Promotions presents the Smoky Mountain Mayhem Tailgate Party, Saturday, June 4th at 9 p.m. at the 11E Sports Bar in Greenville, Tennessee. You must be 21 and admission is only $5. Artists to include Presence, Clockwork Asylum, and Transparent Soul. That's Saturday, June 4th at 9 p.m. brought to you by 4G Promotions.
Waging war on corruption. It's Alex Jones.
It's the time of the season when love runs high.
Chris in Georgia.
Give it to me easy.
Eric in Oregon.
Let me try.
Jim in Florida. Tom in England. David in Texas and others. Your phone calls are coming up. The start of the next segment. Roger Stone is our guest, StoneZone.com. And he is here in Austin, Texas to be in studio with us so the TV audience can also have the pleasure of him being with us. We're also going to talk campaign, talk Cleveland, talk the different strategies that are coming up there. StoneZone.com is his website. And I tell you, I know it's been Stone in there and others advising Trump, but Trump's his own man, to take the gloves off, go full bore, and absolutely, attack the system. And whether it's 9/11 Truth and the 28 pages, or whether it's the Clintons abusing women, or whether it is them selling out to foreign countries. I've seen Trump some lately talk about the communist Chinese and how Hillary gets money from him recently. But man, Laura Allen Hughes, her and Bill, would allow the transfer of MERV technology, boost technology, re-entry technology that took a Chinese rocket program, because the Russians wouldn't give them ICBMs. Russia and China hate each other, more than we think. In fact, more than China and Russia have issues with us.
Something Dick Nixon figured out. Go ahead.
Well, you're the expert. You'll tell us about that. And the Clintons gave, and there was almost an overthrow by the Pentagon of them at the time, by the way, gave them the Panama Canal, gave them most of our deep water ports, and gave them the missile secrets to destroy the United States. China could not do it. And talk about sick, and we're going to break the big news here. When I went and saw The Martian with the anti-gun creature, Matt Damon, in the movie, they say, thank God we don't have good technology, and the Russians don't either. Thank God our rockets are Chinese. Thank you for getting us to Mars and saving Matt Damon. I mean, inverted and Politburos with red flags flapping. All this foreign money is controlling Hollywood, you name it, and now they have this EU commission which runs things. It's a dictatorship saying we're going to have an internet ID. They're coming after the free speech. So we'll talk about that next, but just the history. You've got to promise sometime, when you're not just battling, for the Trump campaign, the history with Nixon and all the stuff you saw. So just 60 seconds on Nixon, then we'll get into Chris Christie.
Well, I think you made an excellent point, which is Nixon figured out that the Russians and the Chinese could be played off against each other. That's how we got a SALT agreement to limit nuclear weapons. It's how we got the opening to China. They were more concerned about each other. This is the kind of president we need, somebody who puts America's interests first and figures out how to play our enemies off against each other. Now, let's go to the Christie situation. As you know, a federal judge has ruled that a list of unindicted co-conspirators in the George Washington Bridge closing matter be released. Somebody calling himself John Doe, has appealed to the court to try to block release of those documents. That hearing is coming up today, I believe. My sources, which are impeccable, tell me that there are, in fact, two lists. One is a list of unindicted co-conspirators. The other is a list of public officials who knew in advance that the bridge would be closed and did nothing about it. Sources at the very top tell me that Governor Chris Christie is on the latter list, which, of course, would be inconsistent with everything he has said publicly. So we need to watch that hearing very carefully. I think it is unlikely the judge is going to back off the release of these documents. And finally, the truth of Bridgegate will be known shortly.
Do we think John Doe may be a corpulent governor that resembles a hedgehog?
There were some who thought that was the case. I think it is not so. I think it is someone, however, who works for the governor, perhaps at the Port Authority, who would be on the latter list with the governor.
Will that hurt Trump because Chris Christie's a supporter?
I think that the transference isn't really there. Obviously, Christie and Trump were competitors. Christie has been very supportive of Trump. He's been the one rhino Republican who has broken from the pack to come over from the never Trump crowd. But I don't think anybody realistically thinks he's on the list for vice president.
I don't want you to give out any intel, because you got a great political brain, one of the best out there. It's admitted even by your enemies, of any Achilles heels for Trump. But obviously they've thought about every heel. They've attacked every heel they think's there. I think the only heel is Trump himself if he doesn't stay hardcore and backs off, but that's not his nature. But the assassination card, other issues, this media is willing to push any hoax. They've already filed fake lawsuits about, underage girls he raped. That was totally fake and admitted. That tells me, though, I mean, nobody's invincible, and I know you're not saying that. What do you worry about on the belly of Trump? Are there any missing armored scales?
Yeah, look, I don't think so. Did he have gorgeous girlfriends in the period which he was not married? Absolutely. Did he play the field? Absolutely. There are no scandals. All this nonsense about David Brock and the folks at Media Matters America have reams and reams of unknown negative information. It's all crap. Here's the question. Why is the mainstream media asking about Trump University but not Laureate? Why are they asking Trump about how much he raised for veterans to the penny but not asking about the Clinton Foundation? You have a double standard, and Trump has taken it on frontally in his attacks last week on the media for raising the question about how much he raised for veterans. We know exactly what it is. $5.6 million. That's how much, with another $600,000 pledged and yet to be collected. In other words, the exact $6 million that Trump said it was months ago. And this is a hit job.
They turn everything into something evil. He's at an event. He says, I have pledged from donors and myself $6 million. And then that's how pledging works, whether it's NPR or anything. Then you send the money. You call in and go, I pledge $500. They go, good. You get the coffee mug and the sweater. And then you write the check. He says, I have $6 million pledged. And they turn that into deceit.
Yes. Look, it is... We're playing a game against a stacked deck. You're going to have a movement here, and I think everybody knows this, and Trump called it when he said it was rape. The women physically and sexually assaulted, raped, bitten by Bill Clinton, Kathleen Willey, Juanita Broderick, Paula Jones, Christy Zurcher, Sandra Allen James, Liz Ward Grayson, Eileen Wellstone, who may be found in Britain, the very first woman that Bill Clinton raped when he was at Oxford. They are going to they're going to speak out. They're not going to be stifled and suppressed and threatened this time. And here's what will happen, Alex. There's going to be an attempt once again to discredit them. What do the Clintons always do? Attack the women. Attack the women.
But this time there's the internet and the new media that together is even more powerful than the horror media, the Brian Williams, Katie Couric, Decepticon media.
But they're going to say, oh, these women have been paid to say that. These women are ideologically motivated. These women are lying. No, folks, these women are telling the truth. They were browbeat. They were suppressed last time. They will not be.
I can see TV ads where it shows Hillary and Bill denying it, and then cut to Clinton going, I did not have sex with that woman, Monica Lewinsky.
Look, their credibility is shot, and that's their largest problem. Even liberals don't believe them. Nobody believes them. They have lied so many times about so many things that attacking someone else is a liar. I think
so what happens? You know their brain. You know Brock. You know his rotting mind. What are they going to pull?
Look, they're running an old game plan. They have a completely programmed, scripted campaign. Sidney Blumenthal is petrified about the fact that Bernie is going to challenge them. Sidney Blumenthal is petrified about the fact that Cornel West is one of those who has been asked to second the nomination of Bernie Sanders, and therefore he's going to have a national audience to talk about the Clintons' record on civil rights, which is abysmal, to talk about their dog whistle politics. The fact that Bill Clinton once said to Ted Kennedy, you know, a few years ago, this boy Obama would be getting our bags and getting us coffee. So that's the real Bill Clinton, the Bill Clinton who signed 3 strikes, you're out. The reason so many young black Americans are incarcerated for possession of small amounts of drugs is so Bill Clinton could be looked tough going into his 1996
And by the way, that's what's so crazy. They hang out with Grand Dragons. They really are the scuzzy end of the Dixie Mafia, literally. For folks that don't know what that is, I mean, I live here, okay, I know. And it's just crazy. You get around Dixie Mafia people, and I've been around them, and most of the top Democrats in town, I mean, they are the most racist people I've ever seen. And you're just like, it's like, what on earth? And then I tell you.
Most African-Americans don't know the story of Ricky Ray Rector. Ricky Ray Rector was a retarded African-American man convicted in Arkansas. Hillary pushed Bill to execute him on the eve of the New Hampshire primary in 1992 so that they could look tough on law and order. Every African-American in this country needs to know the name of Ricky Ray Rector before this election.
And by the way, we're not just saying this. I don't just to win political points just say they're racist. I mean, the Clintons are anti-human scum. I mean, they are. Is there anybody worse than them except maybe Kim Jong-un?
Well, the Bushes are in the same league. I think the Bushes are actually bigger criminals in terms of the overall.
Well, they got a lot of the Nazi money. That's why they're really secret.
They start with Prescott Bush, the patriarch of the Bush family, the U.S. Senator.
They held the war chest for Hydra.
Yeah, he was basically financing the Third Reich's war machine.
Which symbolizes a Hydra. That people think that's Captain America. I'm saying that's actually the group.
Yeah, it is. I think that, of course, the two families, the Bushes and the Clintons, as you can see in both of these books, they're connected at the hip. It's one crime family. They're in it together, folks. That's why Bill says, George Bush says that Bill is like his brother, and that makes Hillary like his sister-in-law. And Barbara Bush.
Don't talk about Clinton. She's my son.
Yeah, she says that Bubba is the fourth Bush brother. God forbid.
Both the books, The Clintons' War on Women and Jeb, and the Bush Crime Syndicate are tour de forces. I thought I knew it all, and I read these books and couldn't put them down. Give these to your friends and family to really understand this is one of the crime families that have merged together ruling us, and the Bushes did it off stolen Nazi loot they got to keep. We'll be back.
Here's Dr. Paul Meyer, Christian psychiatrist, author of 85 books, and founder of the national chain Meyer Clinics, to tell you about To Your Health liquid vitamins.
I've been taking these every day for over a decade now, and I try to encourage every one of my clients to take them every day. And there's a number of reasons. First of all, it's the best vitamins you can get. It's got dozens of vitamins, antioxidants, and nutrients in it. And then the most important reason why I do it as a psychiatrist and recommend it to my patients is because it's got brain food in it. It's got the essential amino acids. It's got tryptophan, phenylalanine, tyrosine, choline, vitamin B6, and these chemicals that are all natural from food turn into the brain chemicals that make you happy.
To Your Health is delicious. Find out more today. Call us 800-801-3459 or visit online at mytoyourhealth.com. Use the coupon code radio15 for a 15% discount on your order. That's mytoyourhealth.com.
Hunters, anglers, campers, and survivalists. Get back to nature. Expand your horizons with the highest quality, most versatile, unique slingshots and sling bows on the market at slingbow.com. Slingbow products are compact and models start from just $17.98. They're perfect for your bug out bag or storing in your vehicle. Give yourself and your loved ones the excitement and tradition of Slingbow. A new frontier in archery and truly modern twist on this primitive survival tool. Feel the thrill only at slingbow.com.